The man was already running when the lion leapt. Dry grass snapped beneath his feet as he tore across the savannah, heart slamming violently against his ribs, breath ripping in and out of his chest like he was trying to escape. Behind him, the heavy thud of paws pounded the earth, fast, relentless, closing the distance. "Don't look back! Don't look back!" he whispered to himself, his voice shaking. A roar exploded behind him. Not far, too close. Kato stumbled, nearly falling as his foot caught a hidden root. He cried out, catching himself just in time, his palms scraping against the hard ground. "I'm gonna die," he gasped. "This is how I die." Another roar came, louder this time, vibrating through his bones. And then he looked back. The lion was there, massive, golden, terrifying. Its eyes locked onto his. Kato's heart stopped. "No, no, please," he whispered, his legs threatening to give out beneath him. The lion lunged forward, and Kato screamed as he turned and ran straight into the darkness ahead. The forest. The forbidden forest. "No one goes in there," he panted. "No one comes out," but the lion was right behind him. So he crossed the line. The moment his foot stepped beneath the trees, everything stopped. The wind died instantly. The insects fell silent. Even his own breath seemed too loud. Kato slowed, confusion flooding his fear. "Why did it stop?" he whispered. He turned slowly. At the edge of the forest, bathed in pale moonlight, stood 3 lions. Not charging, not roaring, just watching. Their eyes glowed faintly in the dark. Kato swallowed hard. "Why aren't you coming?" he asked, his voice trembling. One of the lions stepped forward. Slow, deliberate. Kato froze, his entire body stiff with fear. "If you want to kill me, just do it," he said weakly. "I'm tired of running." The lion stopped, and then it lowered its head. Kato blinked. "What?" Another lion stepped beside the first, and then the third, all of them lowering their heads. Not in attack, but in respect. Kato staggered back, shaking his head. "No, no, I'm seeing things." The first lion lifted its head again, its gaze piercing straight into him. A low rumble escaped its chest. Not threatening, not angry, but deep, almost like a voice. And somehow, Kato understood it. "You are not prey." Kato's breath hitched. "No, that's not possible," he whispered, clutching his head. "Lions don't talk. Animals don't talk." The lion took a step closer. Kato didn't run. He couldn't. "You hear us," the presence continued. Not in words, but in feeling, echoing inside his chest. Kato's voice broke. "What are you?" "We are what you have always feared." Tears filled Kato's eyes. "And what am I?" The lion's gaze softened. "You are one of us." Kato shook his head violently. "No, no, I'm not. I'm human. I'm from a village." His voice cracked. "They chased me out," he whispered, anger and pain flooding through him. "They said I was cursed, that animals followed me, that bad things happened because of me." He laughed bitterly. Maybe they were right. The forest remained silent. The lion stepped closer still, now only a few steps away. "Cursed or chosen?" Kato froze. "What did you say?" "You hear what others cannot. You feel what others ignore." Kato's chest tightened. "I never asked for that." "No one does." Kato dropped to his knees, his strength leaving him. "I just wanted to belong," he said softly. "I just wanted them to see me as normal." The lion circled him slowly, its presence calm, powerful. Normal is not what protects a village. Kato looked up, tears streaking his face. "Then what am I supposed to do?" The lion stopped in front of him again. "Stand." Kato hesitated. "What?" "Stand." Slowly, trembling, Kato pushed himself up. The lion stepped back, and then it roared. But this time, the sound didn't bring fear. It brought clarity. Kato felt something shift inside him, like a door opening, like something ancient waking up. "Listen," the lion said. And for the first time, Kato didn't just hear the roar. He understood it. Over the following days, the forest became his home. At first, Kato barely slept. Every rustle made him jump. Every shadow felt alive. But the lions never harmed him. Instead, they stayed close, watched over him, protected him. "You're not going to eat me, right?" Kato asked one morning, sitting nervously as the lead lion approached. The lion huffed softly. If we wanted you dead, you would not have seen the sunrise. Kato let out a shaky laugh. Fair point. Days turned into weeks. And slowly, fear turned into something else. Understanding. Kato began a walk with them, to observe them, to listen. Why do you hunt like that? He asked one evening, watching as two lions circled prey from opposite sides. To survive, the lion responded. Kato nodded. We're not so different. Another day, Kato sat by a stream, staring at his reflection. Why me? He asked quietly. Out of everyone in the village, why me? The lion lay beside him. Because you listened. Kato frowned. I didn't do anything special. You did what others refused to do. You felt. Kato sighed, shaking his head. They called that weakness. And yet, it is your strength. Kato fell silent. For the first time in his life, he didn't feel alone. Then one night, a scream shattered everything. Kato shot up from where he lay. What was that? Another scream followed. Human. Terrified. Kato's heart dropped. That's from the village. The lions were already alert, their bodies tense, their ears raised. Kato stood quickly, panic rising. They're in danger. The lead lion stepped forward. The same people who cast you out. Kato clenched his fists. I know. They feared you. I know. They abandoned you. Kato's voice cracked. I know. Silence fell. Kato turned away, breathing heavily. But they're still my people, he whispered. Another scream echoed through the night. This one weaker. Desperate. Kato's eyes hardened. I can't just leave them. The lion studied him. They may never accept you. Kato swallowed. Then I'm not doing it for acceptance. He turned back, determination burning in his eyes. I'm doing it because it's right. For a moment, the lion said nothing. Then it roared. A deep, commanding roar that shook the forest itself. From the shadows, more lions emerged. Dozens. Kato's breath caught. You're coming with me? You do not walk alone. Kato nodded slowly. Then let's go. By the time they reached the village, chaos had already taken hold. Fires burned wildly, casting flickering shadows across broken homes. People screamed, running in every direction. Raiders, armed men, tearing through everything. Take everything, one shouted. Leave no one standing. Kato stepped forward from the darkness, his heart pounding. This has to stop. One of the raiders spotted him. Hey, look, a man. Another laughed. Perfect. Easy target. Kato didn't move. Didn't flinch. Leave, he said quietly. The men burst into laughter. Did you hear that? He said leave. Or what? One mocked, stepping closer. Where you going? A low growl cut him off. The ground seemed to tremble. The laughter stopped. From behind Kato, the lion stepped into the firelight. 1, 2, 10, 20. Eyes glowing. Teeth bared. The air filled with a deep, rumbling sound that made the earth itself feel alive. The raiders froze. What is this? One whispered. Kato's voice remained calm. I said leave. The leader of the raiders tightened his grip on his weapon. It's a trick, he muttered. They're just animals, the lions roared. All at once, the sound exploded across the village, shaking every wall, every bone, every soul. The raiders broke. Run! They fled in terror, dropping their weapons, stumbling over each other in their desperation to escape. The lions surged forward, chasing them out into the darkness. Not killing, just driving them away. And just like that, it was over. Silence returned. Smoke curled into the night sky. The villagers stood frozen, staring at Kato, standing among lions. Alive, unharmed, in control. An elder stepped forward, his voice trembling. Kato. Kato looked at him, his expression steady. You said I was cursed, he said quietly. The elder lowered his head. We were wrong. A woman fell to her knees. Please forgive us, Kato's jaw tightened. For years, I begged you to see me, he said, his voice heavy with emotion. I begged you to understand. No one spoke, but you chose fear. Tears filled the woman's eyes. We didn't know. Kato shook his head. You didn't try to know. Silence. Then he exhaled slowly. But I didn't come back for this. He glanced at the burning homes, the frightened faces. I came back because you needed help. The elder nodded, his voice breaking. And you saved us. Kato looked back at the forest, at the lions waiting in the shadows. I don't belong here anymore. A murmur spread through the crowd. But that doesn't mean I hate you. He turned back one last time. Next time, don't fear what you don't understand. And with that, he turned away, walking back toward the forest. The lions parted for him, welcomed him, accepted him. And this time, Kato didn't look back.